Still talking about China, China's growing economic ambition has also turned it into a major global creditor. According to the World Bank's International Debt Report, Chinese debt to South Asian countries has multiplied in recent years. The growing debt burden has driven many countries to the point of bankruptcy. Here's a report.
China has emerged as a big player on the global stage in the 21st century. As its economy became the second biggest in the world, China began expanding global influence. A large part of China's global influence is due to its huge loans to developing countries. According to the World Bank, developing countries owe about $180 billion to China. Beijing's biggest power play, however, has been in India's neighborhood. Pakistan calls China its all-weather friend, but for Beijing, Islamabad is just another debtor. Chinese loans largely fuel the China-Pakistan economic corridor, which remains a non-starter. Between 2016 and 2022, Chinese debt burden rose from $7.6 billion to $26.5 billion. That's a whopping 72% of Pakistan's overall external debt. At least 57% of the country's revenue will now be spent on repaying the huge debt. China has kept an eye on Bangladesh, Nepal and Maldives thanks to their strategic locations. But while being generous with infrastructure loans, China has also acted as a loan shark. Bangladesh's China debt burden has risen from less than $1 billion to about $6 billion. Nepal's debt level has risen only marginally to $0.26 billion, while a four-fold increase puts Maldives' debt burden at $1.2 billion. The loan amount may seem small, but they are detrimental to the economies of the three South Asian countries. Chinese loans comprise 24% of Dhaka's external debt, 27% of Kathmandu's external debt, and a staggering 68% of Male's foreign liabilities. The biggest victim of China's unscrupulous credit practices has been Sri Lanka. In 2022, Sri Lanka defaulted on its foreign loans, triggering massive turmoil. Sri Lanka owes nearly $8.8 billion, nearly doubling its debt between 2016 and 2022. That's 57% of Colombo's total external liabilities. Debt repayment will now constitute 54% of Sri Lanka's revenue, further straining its recovery. China has been cutting back on its lending in recent years, but that has to do with its own precarious economic condition. Moreover, several Chinese projects have turned out to be financially unviable. As the global chorus grows for debt restructuring, China's debt trap diplomacy may have run its course. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.